Double down. This is amazing. Double down.
Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. Hey, in this video, I wanted to showcase for you guys the Mindbenders Ambition. Now, this is a brand new Nightfall exclusive drop, and it is exclusive to the Fanatic Strike. So when you go in to the Scorned Baron lair and you take on the big, the big leader of the Barons himself, in that nice epic showdown on the Nightfall, you got a chance at grabbing yourself one of these. Now, it is a low rate of fire, high impact, aggressive frame shotgun. And with the aggressive frame on this, anytime you get a kill, it speeds up the rate of fire after you get a kill with it, which is kind of cool. It's a cool little effect. Now, the the RNG that I had with this is incredible. I mean, it's just absolutely nasty. I have farmed Nightfalls in the past. I have farmed for the DFA, Silicon Aroma, the Sparrow, for the Arms Dealer. I mean, I farmed these Nightfalls. I know how rare these Nightfall drops are. I got this shotgun on my very first Nightfall completion this week. And I wonder if they increase the drop rates. I'm not sure, but I feel pretty lucky, and I know a couple of my friends have really been farming for this thing and have not had a chance to get one. But not only did I get one to drop on my first Nightfall completion, but I got a god roll. I mean, I wouldn't change a thing about it. There's nothing that I would change about this shotgun right now. My roll is Rampage, Slide Shot, Accurized Rounds, Full Choke, and a Handling Masterwork. It is literally the perfect roll for this shotgun. And I'll showcase, just what this thing is capable of in the Crucible. I played with this thing for like 30 minutes, and I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is incredible in PvP. I'll have a hard time putting this baby down. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the background. Let me talk about this thing and why it is so effective. It's the archetype plus the accurized rounds plus the full choke on this thing, in addition to slide shot, that just makes it, oh man, it is so consistent. And I'll talk about these individual perks and why they play into this, the strengths of the gun. Let me talk about slide shot first, since we're on the topic. Slide shot is so good on a high impact shotty like this with full choke with accurized rounds. The consistency that you're going to get when you slide into it to an engagement and you pull the trigger is just off the charts. You can see in some of the gameplay here, I'm just absolutely mapping some of these guys with this thing as I slide into it, and I get that increased range and handling and whatnot. Man, it's just smooth as butter. So slide shot is not only good for that, but it's also cool because it's helping me cut out sort of the downtime in some of these engagements. And there's actually some fights in here where you see slide shot saves my life, not because I slid into the shot, but because I slid into ammo. Like my magazine hit 0. There are 2 or 3 guys there, and I kill one of them and he drops green, and my magazine is at 0. I don't have time to reload the thing, but I slide over the green and turn around and it's instantly reloaded, and now I have a range buff because I just slid. So I slide into the ammo, automatically loads the buckshot, and then I pull the trigger, so it cuts out the downtime. My movement is unbroken. I don't have to stop sprinting. I don't have to stop moving to reload the gun. So slide shot is so good, not just for the firing mechanic, but also the reload mechanic when you learn how to use that sort of in the moment. There's one fight in here where I'm juggling 3 guys on Solitude, and I slide in and I get the shotgun blast on one, throw the hammer to finish him off, and then shotty guy number 2. But at this point, I have no ammo, so I slide into my hammer and I slide into the green ammo, and then I slide into a shot and I shoot a guy. He's absolute. So I take like 3 paces forward to pull a 180 and I just Hail Mary a hammer back in his direction and just nail him with it. And you feel so good in that moment, like because everything is working well. Your subclass ability in conjunction with the slide shot mechanic, in conjunction with a rampage giving me more damage on my shot. I mean, everything was just working cohesively, synergistically to produce such a really cool play, And Rampage, again, just so good at crowd control. It's fantastic for crowd control. And, you know, I'm mapping people when Rampage is up. Absolutely mapping people with this thing. It's ridiculous. And I'm so happy that I got Rampage on it because of just how good of a perk that is in PvP, especially in conjunction with Slide Shot. So Rampage is nasty on this thing. And even in PvE, Rampage is a very, very solid perk. You know, if you've got enough ammo, you dump some buckshot into a few small adds, get your Rampage stacks added up, and then you go aggro a big guy and you start slamming him with 3 Rampage stacks with a high impact shotty. Whew. Man, that's some tasty stuff right there. Absolutely tasty stuff. Now, in addition to all the stats and perks that I've already talked about, I also threw on a hipfire mod. So this gun is actually even more accurate from the hip and is ready faster from the hip. So jumping and just kind of swivel or coming out of a sprint and just pop of that hip fire, the gun's going to be ready sooner and it's going to fire sooner and it's going to be more accurate from the hip. So everything just works so well together. It works so well together. I'm in love with this thing. So let's talk strats. I know a lot of people have said they've had difficulty completing the Nightfall this time around, mainly due to the light level power level matters in the Nightfall, and not everybody is up to, up to its recommended 540 to complete the Nightfall, and they're kind of having trouble with it. And I understand that. So what we did is we had a Well of Radiance, we had a Way of the 1,000 Cuts Hunter, and we also had me on my Burning Maul. So in the boss fight on this thing, it's all about eliminating those waves of adds that come at you quickly. So you get these just giant mobs running at you. We would throw down a well, 2 guys would be shooting, I'd throw down a rally barricade so they could just keep shooting in the well and not worry about reloading. And then when the adds got close, I'd pop Burning Maul and I would create like 7 to 8 orbs with it on all these little adds. And then my teammates run out, grab those orbs. They'd be, they'd have another Well of Radiance cooled down. They would have the Way of the 1,000 Cuts Blade Barrage cooled down, so that we could do some solid DPS to the Fanatic when he comes and presents himself. And he does this whole mechanic where he sucks you in. We'd hit it with a rocket. Only 1 rocket is needed. Well, at least I'm using Two-Tailed Fox, so it drops that thing instantly. And then we can pop some DPS, kite adds, clear the room, rinse and repeat. It was pretty simple once we got the strat down. Alright, well, I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope you loved the shotgun. I love the shotgun. Hopefully you managed to get your hands on the thing, because it is nasty. Absolutely nasty. So let me know if you get one. Let me know your roll. Let me know what you think about it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I love you very much. Be warm and well fed, my friends. I'll catch you in the Crucible.